They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cardinals about to kick it away and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before. Picks up some valuable ground.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, they had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
Yeah, I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
White going to attack through the air. He'll throw it. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. From the gun, running back on the move. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up.
Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback may change this route. White wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Milner. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them. And
there he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The give to the tailback. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Bears will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Good completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now on 2nd and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Making side adjustments here. White going to attack through the air. Looking to buy time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot, and now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Hauser. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's some...
Picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job bringing on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He'll try to do it himself. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabs it inside the 15.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll bring it out. It's good. And the ball is loose on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense?
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Steps away to find some room. Working on the right. Oh, he got loose. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. Snatches it on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bears are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Turning it on! Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by a field goal over Notre Dame. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but not before. Takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it early in this football.
That's a right ball. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now they'll run it to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it behind the line. It's Mitchell. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back. It's a big.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bears! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick-6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Flushed out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Off-play action on 1st down. Floating away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Running back searching for a hole. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be...
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. He's at the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Louisville! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Braswell. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? He wants to change this route. White wants to throw it. Extending the play. Got it in the middle. It's Milner. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Oh, better look out! And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Buys a little extra time. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Here's the pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Running up to add another. I mean, seriously, what do you do against this guy? He is everything you want in a quarterback.
And you can prepare for him all week, and you can put a wide receiver and quarterback to be scout team, but you just can't replicate a guy that can buy time, scramble around, break tackles, and then all of a sudden chuck the ball down the field and make you pay. Just too elite of a playmaker. You just got to find a way to get him on the ground early when you get those opportunities.
To the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
On the ground, it's Braswell.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half if they keep giving him the...
There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
At the 20, he's got space. Smashes ahead. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 20 over Auburn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Bussey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
White going to attack through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. He's in open space downfield. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Braswell. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now they're going to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Bears are rolling down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Now on first down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it downfield. And he's got it inside the 20. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down in the 23.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly...
Going for it all. Touchdown Cardinals. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes...
They pick it off. And this defense, a much-needed play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter, And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hauser. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Cardinals in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bears will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly, because this has been...
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
the old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous